Hey up, I'm a Nott'm lass, and this video is about my hike up Mam Tor in the Peak District, Derbyshire, England. Mam Tor is 517 metres high. It's near Castleton in the high peaks of Derbyshire. Its name means Mother Hill because frequent landslips on its eastern face have resulted in a multitude of mini hills beneath it. I decided to hike up Mam Tor because one of my YouTube viewers suggested it in the comments. I googled Mam Tor straight away and I couldn't believe how beautiful it looked. I needed to do this climb. If you have any suggestions on any of the walks or places I should visit, then please comment below. Now, to be honest, I've never been that hiking type, but during lockdown I have lost count on how many walks I have been on. Being confined in my house all day made me want to go out and get some fresh air. I used to laugh at hikers like, well, how would anyone want to do that? But now I find myself absolutely loving it. The endorphins make me feel great and I love exploring somewhere new. It's so exciting. I wanted to find out more information on the Peak District as I have only ever driven through it. I joined the Walking Around the Peak District group on Facebook and I asked for some advice on where the best walks are to Mam Tor and where to park. So many people commented on it and gave me some of their favourite walks. I'm so glad as I had no clue where to begin. So here's a bit of background about Mam Tor. At the top of Mam Tor there used to be a late Bronze Age and early Iron Age hill fort and two Bronze Age burial mounds. On driving up Mam Tor I noticed that there are loads of caves to explore. These are visitor attractions. There's Blue John Cavern, Speedwell Cavern, Peak Cavern and Treak Cliff Cavern where lead, Blue John and other minerals were mined, so I'll visit them next time. Mam Tor is on the southern edge of the dark peak which is sandstone and overlooks the white peak which is limestone. Mam Tor is made of rocks of Carboniferous age, approximately 320 million years old. Crikey, that's old, isn't it? So this is my first attempt hiking up Mam Tor. We decided to just go and follow our noses. We were told on the Facebook group to park at Hope Valley and walk up, and it wasn't easy to miss. So we parked at Hope Valley car park and we were so desperate for the toilet. In fact, I've never been so desperate for the toilet before. There is a toilet block, however, due to coronavirus, it was shut. OMG, crisis. The walk from Mam Tor wasn't signposted very well and it's quite confusing for people who have not been to Hope Valley before. Also, bearing in mind we got there quite early in the morning, but we did find a coffee window hole in the wall thing, so we asked the guy where the walk was to Mam Tor. He told us to take the public footpath up some massive hill, which would take us to Loose Hill. This nearly killed us. There were so many gates to go through and things to climb over. It was so steep and we could see Mam Tor in the very far distance. It was literally miles away. Luckily, Deb bought her binoculars and we could see some hang gliders circling Mam Tor. We then realised we were on the walk around the whole horseshoe of Mam Tor. Regardless, we kept walking through fields of beautiful sheep, which was nice, but it was just up, up and up. Our legs were killing us. Look how cute this horse is. And I love watching this train go under the bridge, such a highlight. After walking over an hour and not getting any closer to Mam Tor, we decided to call it a day and walk back down Loose Hill defeated. We then decided to drive up Mam Tor and see where the actual car parking places were. And OMG, it was packed full of people. We were definitely in the wrong place. But then we found the right car parking place. So then we decided to make plans and go back the following week and start somewhere different. To be honest, I didn't plan it very well. I just assumed that we would get to Hope Valley, there'll be signs and it would go well, but no. The views were amazing though, definitely worth it. If you're enjoying this video so far, please go and hit that subscribe button. So lesson learnt, we decided to start again the following week. Mam Tor is about 50 miles away from Nottingham, which is about an hour and a half. We drove up M1 North and got off at Chesterfield, Junction 29 and ambled through Sheffield. It was such a lovely journey as it went so high up and you could see all these amazing views across the peaks. We drove through Castleton, which was a beautiful little town. Definitely gonna spend an afternoon there once lockdown is over. There were loads of pubs and coffee shops which were all sadly shut. Parking in the Peak District is easy as there are so many places to park. There's a lot of free parking and paid parking depending what you're after and the safety of your car. Most people just park their car along the road and we did that too. It seems pretty safe. In fact, we parked our car near the gate up to Mam Tor. Plus, we didn't want to walk miles and miles as we were not experienced hikers. So we parked about 1 mile down from Mam Tor. Deb asked some friendly hikers if the hill we were looking at was actually Mam Tor because we didn't have a clue and we didn't want to go to the wrong place again. But yeah, they pointed us in the right direction and off we went. Just to point out that there are hundreds of walks through the peaks. It was such good weather for walking. Breezy, but hot. It was t-shirt weather. Don't judge what I'm wearing, by the way. I'm totally not equipped for hiking. And look at Deb, she's wearing a dress. It wasn't so steep to begin with, and then it started to slope upwards. We then crossed the road and carried on walking up. I love walking through fields of animals. Look how cute they are. Also, Mam Tor is a dog-friendly place, but keep dogs on leads to prevent disturbance to farm animals and wildlife. We came to lots of stone steps and a sign to Mam Tor. There were also more car parks near the peak, and we could have parked in there too. I can't believe how packed it was. It was so hard to social distance, as everyone kept walking past me as I was so out of breath. On the walk up to Mam Tor, there were lots of stone illustrations on the ground depicting the history of the place. It was nice to have an excuse to stop and catch my breath and look at them. Just before we reached the top, we stopped and had a snack and a drink. The views were insane. It already felt like I was on top of the world. But OMG, there were flies everywhere. Be warned, they were everywhere. We carried on walking to the top. The stone-built path guides you up to the top and helps to preserve under your feet the secrets of the Mother Hill for generations to come. One step at a time until we made it. Wow, the views blew my mind. We were so high up and the views are just 360 degrees. You could see for miles and miles. I wish I'd brought a hang glider with me. It's a great place for it and so many people do it. Now the next stage of the walk would have been to walk along the ridge towards Loose Hill, then down and around doing a circular route. But by this time we were getting a bit tired, so we decided to retrace our steps to the car. But we'll definitely go back and do the ridge another day. The National Trust is protecting this special place for everyone. All in all, the walk was fab. Was not difficult, just a bit steep. Apparently, it has the best views in the Peak District too. If you don't think you're fit enough to hike up Mam Tor, please don't let that put you off. I am not an experienced hiker or very fit when it comes to doing lots of exercise, but I found it quite easy. It was just enough for me. I'm now thinking about my next hike. Any suggestions? Where is your favourite hike? Please comment below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!